today's video. In today's video, in Build-A-Boat, I will be trying to make 4 trick shots, ranging in difficulty from easiest all the way to the hardest. And you better stick to the end because, trust me, the last one is insane. Now, for my first trick shot, the easiest, it's quite literally built into the game. As you can see, we have a soccer ball here, and we have a net. I mean, isn't it pretty obvious? We need to find our way to get this soccer ball into the net. And I have a good idea. Now let's place the final touches. And if I'm correct, once we unanchor this and flip the switch, it should push the soccer ball into the net. How about something like this? This is my final attempt because the last one didn't go so well. And plus, I want to move on. Trust me, I'm here with you guys. This is getting boring. Boo! Come on, we're almost there.
Go!
Okay, I genuinely spent 11 minutes doing that. If that doesn't show you that I actually try in my content, then I don't know what will. So for our next trick shot, we will be building an entire mini golf course and then trying to score a hole-in-one. Time to build the golf course. Now I do have a viewer with me, to help of course. Let's just make it like a little bit of a lighter green. Alright, now let's make the hole. This is where the players are going to try to score. Now let's just make the actual ball. And let's make some walls. And in the meantime, while my viewer helps with some more building, I'm going to make myself an actual putt. Now my idea here is that if we attach a wheel and a stick to my hand using glue blocks, we can use a remote controller to remotely turn the wheel and in that way hit the ice block or our golf ball into the hole, which would make it a putt, essentially. Let's simply place down the putt and also minimize the friction on the golf course, or specifically on the track that we need to make to get the hole-in-one. Adjust some settings and grab a remote controller. Let's use T and G. Now, all that's left to do, one last thing. Once the ball enters the net, set off some fireworks. Oh yeah, make them white for paper. And let's go ahead and try and get this in. So it's T to go forward. Wish me the best of luck. Goal! This is about the halfway point in the video, and I just wanted to say, if you've stayed this far, that shows that you're liking my content. So if you can just take a moment to hit the subscribe button, that would be completely awesome. And yeah, only if you like my content. Yeah. Now, that was trick shot number 2 with the help of Cheese Ship 427. So I'm gonna give him a shout out. Thank you so much for helping me here. That was freaking awesome. The next trick shot will be to try and make a half-court shot in basketball in Build-A-Boat. So let's get to building. Now I assume this would be about the length of a half-court. Actually, something like this would be more accurate. Let's go ahead and color this a little different. Let's let's start working on the basketball ring. Now, in the back here, we're gonna have a big metal pole, then a glass backboard, like this, and then the hoop itself. Now, let's be lenient with this, because I don't think making a basketball trick shot in Build-A-Boat is gonna be very easy. Now, we need to figure out how are we actually gonna do the basketball mechanic. For this, we're actually going to need to buy a magnet and some foil, which is extremely bouncy. So let's go ahead and set up a little gold grinder. This fella should do just the trick. Alright, and that should be enough gold. And time to make the winning shot. Ready? And go! It's up in the air, up in the air. Goal! Well, that was pretty impressive. But now it's time for the final, last trick shot of today's video, which I don't even know if is possible. I do need a server where I can join white team for this trick shot. But you may have seen something. Oh, okay. Alright, I didn't have to ask twice. But my goal is going to be to make a catapult that throws me all the way to the end. So let's go ahead and just set it up. Then a wheel, then a super long stick to get a ton of speed, because we're gonna need it on the way down or on the way up. Now we can place our seat, or we can place a piece of glue, and we can place our seat here. Now let's grab a remote controller so we can bind these things. Set the torque here to maximum, and we're gonna bind the forward here to T, and then we're gonna make it F to release. So let's see how close we can make it to the end. Alright. Oh no, that's like really fast. Maybe a little bit slower, perchance? 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 Was that a paper reference? Okay, here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, I gotta time this. I think we can use the sensor block to release us. Oh! Oh shoot! I timed it well! Oh? How close can we get? Oh no, I didn't even get close, dude. Quick voiceover, I did like 10 more attempts after this, and I upgraded the machine. I spent like probably 10 to 15 minutes, and I just don't want to make you guys sit through all of this, so I'm just gonna cut to the final take. Oh! Oh my days! No! Honestly, I think that's the closest I'm gonna make it to the end in this run. This challenge has proved to be really hard, and I don't know how I'm gonna defeat it. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you truly made it through, then just know I'm thankful because I spent a whole hour recording this.